Hi everyone, Danielle here. I'm doing a solo playthrough of Marvel Dice Throne missions. This is Vibranium Wars, and I'm just gonna dive right in with Rogue. I'm gonna roll for the crisis clock. All right, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's where that will start. I'm going to enter the map with 2. I'll put it like this, I guess. With 2 momentum. And also, as part of my perk points, I do get to place a focus um, fire on something. And as I do this, I am reminded I need to put the health tokens on. So I'll be right back. So we've got 4 mercs and 2 shock troops. The goal of this map is to defeat all of the rocket mercs or all of the henchmen before we die, I guess. So I guess I'll read it. The main objective here is no hero may move through the exit until all rocket mercs have escaped or been defeated. Then move all heroes through the exit or defeat all henchmen. So it's kind of a race against the clock in a sense. Okay. Go ahead and do my income phase, which I'll skip on the first turn. So let's see what our hand is. We have Remy's Kiss, Inflict Influence, draw 1. Sass 2, gaining Underdog as well as an ability. Ionic Integrity, and then Head in the Clouds. Okay. So I think I will upgrade my Sass. It's always nice to have extra abilities. That takes me down to 0 CP though. I do have a free card to play. It's Remy's Kiss, Inflict Influence. I'll go ahead and play that. And I'll give myself an extra momentum instead of inflicting influence, and I'll draw a card. Better D. Okay. Not bad. I'll go ahead and do my offensive roll. All right, we have 2 6s, 4 5 1. Um, would it be a little bit? Yeah, I think I'll keep the 2 6s. All right, so it looks like we could do SAS. Let me just make sure that that's the right idea. I could reroll this 5, open up some more options. All right, so potentially I could also do underdog. So let's see, this is 1. Yeah, I think underdog is the way to go. We'll go ahead and do that. Gain 2 CP. Awesome. Inflict influence, which I think I'll just gain that as momentum. And then deal 5 undefendable damage. So I don't think there's a way for me to increase that, but that's not bad. 5 undefendable. I'll do 5 undefendable to this merc. So this 10 will be swapped out for a 5 for 7 health left over. And I will move on to main phase 2. Head in the I don't think I'm gonna play this right now. There's a roll phase action, so I'm gonna wait. Okay. So next, we'll go ahead and do the enemy. Wow. The only thing that will activate is the air support. So it will deal 3 undefendable damage. So down to 42. Roll 1. And it does not roll the icon to move forward on the escape track. Okay, we'll move up the crisis clock. It will activate shock troops once per undefeated. So we have 2 undefeated. Inflict focus fire. So that's 2 focus fire on me. So they're going to hit me for an extra during an attack and deal 2 collateral damage to all heroes. I have to see, is a crisis ability considered an attack? I always have that question and I never remember the answer. So let me just double check. Crisis, looking for that here. Ability. All right, so we have under this enemies, and an enemy attack crisis clock. The enemy turn rotate. Okay. I might have to get clarification on whether or not it's considered an attack. I don't think so. I think it's just a crisis ability, so I don't think the focus fire would make any difference here. So the rocket mercs will deal 2, I guess. No, I'm sorry. We're looking at the shock troops here. So there's gonna be a total of 4 damage. So we're at 38. Okay, 38. All right. So that's that round. Now we'll go ahead and decide to move. I'm going to move here, gain that +1 modifier. Anything helps, really. And then I will do my income phase. Draw. Brawl 2. That's always good too. I think I will upgrade my Brawl because it introduces mind over matter as well, which I don't mind having. Okay. And then Better D. I think I'll go ahead and sell Better D for a CP. And we'll roll. Ooh, 3 6s. I gotta keep that, right? All right, 1 5. Last reroll. Fourth 6. Nothing I can do to change this too, but influential. That's not too bad. We gain the Skyward. We'll go ahead and do that. Gain 2 influence. Inflict 2 influence, which instead I'll gain momentum and deal 6 undefendable. I can increase that by 1. So it'll be 7 undefendable. And I'm going to do it to this Merc, which is perfect because I wanted to take that one out and it's adjacent to me. So now we gain 2 more momentum. And then we'll go through our second main. And in that, I actually will be doing an ally. So I'll go ahead and grab magic. So this one requires 3 4s and it's a melee attack. Deal 1 undefendable damage. Then if the opponent you attacked has 9 or less health, set their health to 0. That's pretty good. So I'll go ahead and spend 2 momentum to do that. And I think I'll go ahead and pass. All right, we'll roll for the enemy. Okay. Ooh, so it's gonna definitely get the shock troops to trigger. We have 1, 2 shock troops. They are ranged, so they will hit me each. I am adjacent to one of them, so I will go ahead and defend for sure. And I think I will defend the other one. But let's work on the leftmost one. So we'll go ahead and spend 1 to defend. So we'll roll 4 dice. And that means we will prevent 2 of them and deal 1 back. So this 5 is now a 4. And then I prevent 2 damage, so just taking 1. But I have these 2 focus fire, so I'm taking 3 no matter what. So I'm at 35. And then roll 1, 6. So they don't move up the escape track. Now this shock trooper will get me. I'm rolling 4 dice. Similar roll. I'm doing 1 back to them. This 5 is now a 4. And then I'm preventing 2, but I have the focus fire still. So fortunately, still taking 3. So down to 32. I could have used a Skyward. So basically, when a player with this token is attacked, they may choose to spend it. If spent, you and your attacker each roll 1. The player who spent this token may pay 1 to reroll. If my outcome is greater, I deal 3 back. I think I will. I'll go ahead and spend that Skyward. And we'll each roll a die. All right, so they ended up being higher than me, so nothing ends up happening. All right, so they roll for their escape track. Did not roll that icon, so that's fine. And then there was a 6, so air support does also fire off. That's going to be 3 undefendable damage. And I think that is an attack, so 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down to 27. And then I roll, and on one of those, yes, it does move forward 1. Okay, Crisis ability is blank, so now we move to my turn. I am going to move up to that spot for 3, gain that modifier, and then I'll do my income phase and take my turn. All right, influential, head in the clouds. Yeah, I'll spend 2, down to 1 for influential. That's always good. And then, yeah. Oh, I forgot to gain my, so I got hit before with 2, and then a third from the air support. So I'll go ahead and just gain those 3. I believe I still gained them for air support. I'm going to play it that way. So I have 3 of those. All right. And then I'll do my roll. 6, 6. I'll keep those. 2 more 6s. Cool. Last roll. 2. All right. I wish I could change that, but we've got influential 2. Gain skyward. Inflict 3 influence. I'm just going to do momentum for 8. Deal 6 undefendable. So currently looking at 6. Then we'll do +3. And then plus each of these. So that'll be 10, 11, 12. And there'll be 13 to this one with the focus fire. So it's just gonna be 1 life, 1 health left. Okay. Wish I could have squeezed out an additional one, but couldn't do it. Oh, wait. They have 2. I can only spend 2 of these tokens. So actually they have 2. Okay. That's what we'll do instead. All right. Second main. Head in the clouds. I could gain another skyward if I wanted to. I would need to sell something though. Okay, I think I'll go ahead and pass. The enemies will roll. And this time, again, the shock troopers. So this one's gonna go ahead and hit me if I want to defend, which I will. I'm gonna spend a momentum. Roll 4 of my dice. All right, so deal 1 damage to them. So it's gonna be a 3 now. And then nothing else happens. Then we have them dealing 3 damage to me. Plus 1, 2, so that's 5. So down to 22. And then we roll a die. Let's say they're gonna move up 1. Okay. And then now this shock trooper is gonna hit me. They're gonna get me for 3. I'll roll my defense roll. This time, deal 1 back again. And then they're gonna deal 3, 4, 5. And I think I use a skyward to roll a die. And they roll a die. And this time they got higher again. That was useless. I might get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm at 17. And then we roll 4. Nothing happens. And then with that, air support will also hit me. 3 undefendable. 4, 5. So 5. Down to 12 just like that. This one's a tough one. I don't know if I'm gonna last. Then we'll roll a die. And it moves forward. Okay. Let's see. Could I defend against a threat? I haven't been. Let's see. Unstoppable threats. There's special enemies. These enemies cannot be targeted by offensive abilities. Also, they can never receive damage, nor have status effects placed on them. Okay. It doesn't say on if unstoppable threats are if I could defend against them. Let's see. Defensive roll. Heroes may always against adjacent defendable require range against non-adjacent. Okay. And if an enemy is defeated during blah blah blah. All right. Okay. I'm not really sure what that means. All right. We'll do the crisis clock. I think I did everything there. It'll activate the rocket mercs. So once per undefeated, we have 1, 2, 3. So deal 1. Well, so they gain flight, all of them. And then deal 1 to all of them. So 3. 1, 2, 3. We're at 9 health, just like that. Roll 1 for each. So roll each. Both 6s. So they don't move up on the escape track at least. Okay. So now it's me. I think I will go here and gain 2 health. So I'm at 11. Income phase. Draw. Twice as wild and ionic intensity. What I need is some sort of removal for these focus fires because that's detrimental to me right now. But that's fine. Okay. All right, I have these 3 4s, and that could be useful. Wait, I need to get my tokens. I got hit 1 and 2. Okay. All right. I need to remember the ionic drive passive ability. So I could potentially do magic. And since I moved here, I could do it to this one, which would mean it'll deal 1 and then 2 and 3, which takes it to 10. If I have 1 more damage. Okay. Yeah, I won't be able to do much with this, I don't think. Well, roll phase action. I could spend 2 for head in the clouds. So roll phase, I'm rolling now. So gain skyward and gain a 2. So that will help. So I'll be able to use 2 tokens. That's 3. Yep. Okay, so I'll do that. I'm going to use Magic's ally ability, dealing 1 plus 3. So it's 4 damage to this. So it's going to take it down to a 9. And because it's down to a 9, it's actually down to 0. We'll gain 2. And then these are used up. That was pretty good. Second main. Okay. Don't think I'll do anything here. See which enemies get me. Okay, so it looks like it's just going to be shock troops. There's only 1 of them left right here. They have 1 life, so hopefully I can take it out. And I will need to spend a momentum to defend against that attack. Go ahead and roll 4. Deal 1 back, so I do end up defeating it, but it does still do the damage to me. So it's going to deal 3, 4, 5. I'm down to 6. Get 1 of these for that attack. And then it is dead. So I'll gain 2 momentum. All right, so shock troopers are all gone, which is perfect. Crisis ability, lose 1 CP, nothing to lose, so that's that. All right, so I'm gonna move, I think. So I have access now to go anywhere on the map. And so I'm going to go here, transfer 1 status effect token or gain 2. I'm going to transfer. I'm going to transfer this focus fire to this. All right, so I'm adjacent to 1 of them. Cool. So I don't have to worry about range too much because the shock troops is the only range attack. Air support obviously can't do anything about that. But yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll go ahead and do my income phase. Draw. I have a Soul Wild. Okay. Ionic Intensity. I think I'm just going to sell that for a CP. Soul Wild could be useful. Soul Wild costs 2. All right, so I'll go ahead and roll 2 6s. Keep that. Oops. Okay. I'll see what I can do with these first. Maybe a Skybound will be good. Roll the 1, see what happens. So potentially, yeah, it looks like it'll be this one unless I want to use a Soul Wild. Gain 1 CP, gain a Skyward. Stack limit is 2, so I'm there. And then 7 damage that I'm dealing. So 7 plus the 1, and they have Flight. So Flight specifically says players may choose to spend these tokens at any time during the roll phase. Henchmen and bosses will spend 1 Flight if they successfully activate a defendable attack. Only affecting the first attacked hero, they will spend all Flight tokens necessary to prevent a source dealing 4+ damage or to prevent lethal damage. Oh, interesting. So, once spent if a 6 was rolled, activate the token. When activated during the offensive roll phase, the player's attack becomes undefendable. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Interesting. Is this persistent? I guess it is persistent. Okay, so I may have forgotten to do that for some of them. Oh, this might be the first time they're attacking. They could attack. So flight could be in a defensive role to prevent 4 damage or to prevent lethal. Okay, so they're going to prevent 4+. What does 4+ be, though? Okay. Yeah, they're preventing all damage, basically. So they're going to spend that. And then that's what it says, though. Spend. Okay, so that's that. They're not going to get hit. And then after that, I think it's my main. Won't do anything there. Okay. So they'll roll. 3, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like nothing will end up activating. Move the crisis clock. Shock troopers. Nothing will activate. Back to me. I'll go ahead and move here to gain the momentum. Takes me to 11. And then I'll do my income phase. And draw a bye-bye. I'll do a bye-bye for 2. Remove this focus fire off of me. Then I'll roll. We'll have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. A large straight. Gain 2 influence. I'll go ahead and just gain 1, 2. And then 9 damage. So I'll do 9 damage plus 1 is 10, 11, 12 to take it out. So that's good. That one is done. I gain 2. I'm at my max for momentum. And yeah. Now it's their turn. They're activating the rocket marks. There's none adjacent to me, so nothing happens. Move this forward. There's 1, 2 left. So 2 means they gain flight. I think it's a stack limit of what? 3. So they will each gain another flight. And then I take 2 damage. Jump down to 4. And then they roll 2 and 6. So they won't end up moving the plot token. And then that's it. I will move, I think, here. And no, you know what? I'm not going to move here. I'm going to move here. And this is going to let me draw 1 card. Sweet tea, gain ionic energy. Nice. Gain my income, draw. Wind up. Ooh, cool. Okay, I'll do wind up for free. I'll roll 1 die. It's a 5. I did not get what I needed. I get to draw a card. Sugar. Change the value of any 1 die that was rolled as a result of influence or skyward. Okay, I'm gonna sell that. I don't think I need that right now. 4. And then the sweet tea I'll spend 1 CP on. It says gain ionic energy 2. And then spend up to 4 ionic energy this turn. So I have 2 of them. Okay, I'll roll. I'll be going for that merc right there, probably. Although they have a lot of flight. Okay. I think I'm not gonna waste my time here. I could gain an influence token. Influence, just making sure. There's nothing worth it there, but might as well put it on since I can't gain any more momentum. And then they'll take their turn. That does remove 1 of their flight tokens, though, because they're blocking damage. That's why I'm not really resolving much with the damage. All right. So nothing hits. Go here. I have to discard a card. Ooh, I don't like that. I'm gonna discard a So Wild. Okay. And then I'm gonna move here to get 1 CP. Gives me a 4. Do my income phase. Draw. 6 it. Perfect. Okay. Maybe I'll do an ultimate. 5. Okay. So maybe I'll reroll everything. 2 6s. Reroll again. Last reroll. Okay. So this is a Skybound. And there's no point in doing much else. So I'll gain a CP. Skyward, I'm at my stack limit, deal 7. This will take its I'm doing, I guess, a ranged attack, attacking this merc, removing this flight. And this basically doesn't take damage. I'll go ahead and do their attack. And this time, nothing hits again. Move the clock. It's our turn. What else can I get? I could go here, but I don't think I need it right now. So I will move here, so I don't have to spend momentum if I don't need to. Do my income phase, go to 7, draw. Sorry, drawing from a discard. Transference. Ooh, I'm gonna spend that 2 CP and transfer this flight to me. I'm sorry, that's an influence. This flight to me. Okay, and then I'll roll. So we have a 2 3 3 5 5. Um. Trying to see. I think it would be best if I tried to do leech. 1 2 2. Roll again. All right, so I could do leech now. Gain ionic energy 1. Okay. Roll 1. All right. Steal 2 health. So steal 2 health. 2. I'm at 6. Barely hanging on. And then I can spend 1 to increase the value of this die by 1. Oh, I think I will. So it was a 3. I could do a 3 to get up to a 6, which means I should steal 3 more. So I'm at 9 and gain another ionic. So this is going to be 3 more. So this becomes a 7. Okay. That's that. They're going to roll the enemy phase. Ooh, this time air support and mercs do go off. So that one's going to hit me for 7 damage. I'll roll my defense. Actually, I have flight, but let's roll for defense anyway. I have 2 6, gain a skyward, gain 1 ionic energy. I do have an extra slot for it, so I could have 5 now. And Nothing else. Okay, so I will use my flight to prevent that damage. And that's all that will happen. 6, I'll take 3 undefendable damage. Okay, go skyward. You know what? I'll roll for each of us. For skyward, I'll spend 1. This time, I got higher. So that means they actually take 3 back. Actually, pointless. Pointless, because, yeah, I don't want to do that right now. I'm not going to do that. I spent it for no reason. The defense result would have been good, but yeah. I don't think I would have thought to do that if I remembered that they can take damage. Okay. Priceless clock. We have to discard a card. I'll discard a twice as wild. All right. And then I'll go ahead and draw, do my income phase. I'm at 3. So I have a what status effects. I will spend. No, I will. Roll again. 3 6s. Cool. Last reroll. 1 more 6. Do I have something here? I do. 1 for a 6-it. Do my ultimate. Okay, so I am going to actually target. Let's see. I could target that merc. Does flight prevent undefendable? Let me Google that real quick. So no, it can't prevent it. So I'm going to end up doing 11 damage, but I am going to add on an extra for the 12 from my ionic. So that's gone, and I've defeated this. I gain max here. And now, actually, it would have been 1 more down because I want to do a range, and then I would have gained the extra that I would have gotten. Okay, so that's what I did for the attack. Awesome. And then we'll roll. We only have 1 left. And they will not fire off. Go ahead and go here. Shock Troopers doesn't have anything left. I'll continue my turn. I'm going to go ahead and gain a CP and draw, and I'm hoping I can take that one out. I have a tippet. I'm going to roll. Let's hope for 4s. Okay, we got 2 4s. All right. I got my 4. I'm going to use magic. All right. Deal 1 undefendable damage. I'll deal it here, so this will be a 6. And because it's a 6 and it's less than 9, it will be dead. So I have defeated all of those using magic. Magic is an awesome ally. Like, I think this is extremely helpful, especially when the health is enough to damage it. And then with the ionic, I'm able to ping it extra, so it could get it below the 9 health or the 10 health. But wow, that was a little tough. I had 6 health left. Obviously this is side 1, so we'll have to see how the other side goes. But yeah, the goal was to get all the mercs out or defeat all the henchmen, which I did. Upon completion, if I fulfill the main, I get 4 health, which takes me to 10. I get 2 momentum. Perfect award is if no enemies escaped, distribute an extra 6, and no enemies ended up escaping. So I'm at 16 health, and now I get to flip over the board. And that could be in a separate video. I'm just going to leave it here for the mission itself. But yeah, this was a very interesting one. I'm sure mistakes were made. If you feel like pointing them out, definitely feel free to do that. But in the meantime, I have fun no matter what, regardless of how many mistakes I make. And that is the beauty of playing this game solo. I think as long as it's fun, I think that's what matters. All right. I am also really liking Rogue, actually. It might be one of my favorite so far, especially with the ionic energy. I am really digging it. Anyway, I'll stop talking here. Feel free to subscribe if you're interested in more Dice One content. Let me know if there's any matchups you want to see me do. I mostly play true solo, so definitely if it's true solo characters against a certain map, let me know how you want me to do that. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.